Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Claire, please?
This is Claire.
Hi, Claire. How are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from the Brooke and Jubal Modeling Agency. I've recently seen some pictures of you and thought I'd call you up and speak to you some more about them, possibly doing some work for us.
I'm sorry, who did you say you were?
This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
I thought you just said you were calling me from a modeling agency.
No. I'm calling you from a radio station. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
Why are you calling me from a radio show?
Well, I'm calling you because you recently had an encounter with one of our listeners. I guess I'd call it an encounter.
Yeah.
And they like you a lot and want to go out with you, but you're not calling them back. So they emailed to ask us to give you a call and find out if they did something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a segment we do on our show called The Second Date Update. And the guy that you met, his name was Chase, and he's a photographer.
Oh. Yeah. No, I'm definitely not interested.
Whoa.
Came back to her quickly right there.
Yeah. Do you mind telling us why you're not interested in Chase?
I'm not interested.
We talked to Chase, and he said he just came up to you in the mall and asked to take your picture. Do you do modeling? Are you a model, or was this like a first time that this has ever happened?
Well, it's a path that I'm interested in pursuing.
Okay. And so you don't like Chase? What was the issue?
At first, he was nice, he was charming, he was really persistent. I don't know, it seemed like a good opportunity, so, I decided to take it. Not a lot of guys will come up to you and just tell you that you're beautiful.
Yeah, and then they'll ask to take your picture right after that.
It wasn't like that.
Okay.
I'm a little confused because you weren't creeped out, right, by him approaching you in the mall, offering to take your photo, taking you out to the parking lot. What part did creep you out?
Well, at first I thought maybe it's a good opportunity, and so I went along with it, and we were taking some pictures, and he went to his trunk, and he was like, I know what can make this shoot so much hotter, like 100 times hotter.
Oh, no.
Never follow a man to a trunk.
Yeah.
Ever.
And he goes to his trunk, and he pulls out a suitcase, and he opens the suitcase, and there's like a dozen bikinis in there.
Oh.
And he wanted me to put on a bikini, and he pulls it out, and he's like, yo, Claire, you got to put this on. You're going to look so bomb in this. You're going to look so bomb.
That's a really good Chase impersonation.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was just like, super creeped out.
And that's the point where you ended the photo shoot and said you had to go? Like, he thought that you guys hit it off and you wanted to go out with him and the photo shoot went great.
Well, I didn't really know. I kept saying I didn't feel comfortable because I didn't want to. I wasn't about to put on a bikini in a parking lot for this guy.
Yeah, in the middle of a mall parking lot, throwing on a bikini and getting on top of his car. It's understandable.
And it's Seattle where it's tops out at 50 degrees.
Hey, Chase.
Yeah.
Claire, Chase is actually
He's
on the
phone.
Yes.
Why did you do that? Oh my gosh.
Claire, this is work. We're doing work. We're working together. This is how people work in this
I
business.
don't know you. We're not working together. I met you for 5 minutes. We're not working together. What are you talking about?
Look, I thought we had a good working relationship. Okay, that's where it started. All right, you gotta take the chances that these other girls aren't willing to take.
Claire, maybe he's right. Maybe you're not ready to be a model.
There's a reason the other girls aren't willing to take them.
Yeah. Good job, Claire. Stand up for yourself.
This is what it takes. Okay, this is for us. This is gonna benefit both of us.
There's no us.
We're gonna make you the money.
Don't use us with me.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to help you. I don't know how you don't even
Trying to
see
help
that.
me. You tried to get me in a bikini, and then you called me a zillion times. You're a creep.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Ooh.
Chase, you did call her a bunch.
Look, Clear Bear.
Claire Bear?
Say that?
No.
I thought, look, we just connected, all right? It felt really good.
In your mind, we connected. In my mind, you're a creep.
I'm a creep just because I want to take some amazing photos of you and get you some work. I have contacts. I got contacts
you have contacts?
everywhere.
You have contacts? That's why you're calling me 12 times? You have contacts?
Chase, if you're honest with yourself, are you really doing this for professional reasons and not to get close to Claire? And
there's some models that I have a stronger connection with than others, and we have better relationships, better working relationships. So what's wrong with me trying to pursue something maybe a little bit more serious if we see that we can both make each other money for a long, long time? I don't see that like there's anything wrong with this. I don't calling me a creep. You're the creep, all right? You want to be poor?
Hey, Chase?
If you're a photographer, then why do you have to find random strangers at the mall?
oh my God.
What? She just wants to be some bum and doesn't want to be successful? Well, then you don't get to be on the chase train, all right? I'm chasing the dream.
Oh, my God. You need a reality check, Chase.
Claire, I think maybe you need a better work ethic and be willing to put on a bikini if you really want to make it in the modeling world.
No, he sounds like he wants to be her pimp, not her boyfriend. Hey, I make money, you make money, we make money off each other. Yeah.
You guys both don't know what you're talking about. Lydia, I don't think you could be a model either.
Yeah. I couldn't.
man.
I'm allergic to bikinis.
There's lots of guys in the text bowl.
Yeah, they're going to be angry at you, Chase. Claire, would you like to go out on a second date with Chase? Or even a first date?
Are you going to ask?
We will pay for it, yeah. I still want to ask.
That's funny.
Okay, so I'm taking that as a no. Chase, you got your answer, man. That's what you did wrong, was trying to pressure her to get into a bikini.
Look, just some girls aren't meant for this business. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
What business is that? What business is it that you actually work in?
When I'm in Saint-Tropez doing photo shoots for
Have you been to
Victoria's Secret models,
Oh.
then you're going to come running back to me.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Claire,
I'm sorry, I forget your name already. So
looks like Claire missed her shot to go to Ibiza. But whatever. Well, thanks, you guys, for your time. And Claire, I just want to let you know you'll never work in this town again. That attitude.
Ruined.
We're going to Vegas. Vegas! Vegas, baby! Vegas!
La, 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 wait till I get my money right.